I'm Chris. Welcome to my free beginner guitar lessons. We are on lesson number 8 right now. I hope you guys are kicking butt on this and having a really good time. That is important to have fun playing the guitar. That's what it's all about. Alright, so today what I'm going to do is I'm noticing you people are commenting below and I really like that. That's awesome. Let me know if you're having any troubles with anything, you know what I mean? There's a lot of finer points that I'm skipping over just because I don't have a whole lot of time and you're not in my school right in front of me, which is generally what happens in here. But I'm loving these online lessons. They're a lot of fun and I see you guys are having fun too. That's really cool. What I'm going to do today is do a little bit of problem solving and we're going to go over practicing a little bit. I want to make sure you guys have the proper knowledge and your guitar set up properly for you to do all the cool stuff that I'm going to show you. Alright, so here we go with lesson 8. Boom. Pushing down on the string is very important. Doing it properly is even more important. We want to make sure you're getting the tone and the sound out of that string. Okay, now it is a tricky thing at first. You want to work up some strength in your fingers here. I've had a lot of younger students that we've had to start them off on the high E string. And that they find that they can manipulate that string a little better. We also want to work on not only strength but dexterity between your fingers so that when you push one finger down they're not all moving with it, which you will find as well. A lot of times you'll be moving one finger down and all of them want to go with the same time. So we'll get all these fingers thinking individually. They will be very smart when I am through with you. Alright, we'll be playing all kinds of cool chords. Now, I described this to you guys earlier and it's called action, your action of the guitar, okay? So that is the space between the strings and the fretboard, alright? Right in between here. And that will depend on how hard it is to push your strings down too, folks. We also went over what this little plastic piece is here, the saddle, when we did the parts of the guitar. I know that doesn't seem important, but it is important to know the parts because you can fix your guitar and make it easier to play if you know all the different sections of it. So this piece here will come out and you can lower your strings if you sand the little piece down and make it smaller. Now that's depending on how close your strings are to the fretboard. You don't want to go too low as well, but it does make it so much easier if your strings are closer to the frets. Now I was going to teach you guys how to change strings and lower this piece right here, the saddle, in a future lesson, probably more near the end, because I don't want you taking things apart and not being able to play. That's not good. If there are a few of you that do want me to do that sooner than later, let me know and I'll do it up, man. No problem. We'll show you how to put new strings on and I'll show you how to lower your strings closer to the fretboards. Again, I was going to do it later, but I'll do it sooner if you guys want me to. Just let me know. Okay, I also mentioned in an earlier lesson that you want to use light strings. The gauge is light. They show you the numbers underneath as well, ranging between 11 to 52 with the light gauge, okay? This price of new strings ranges from anywhere from $5 to like $20. I use $20 strings on my guitar. Ooh. I like mine to last a long time and I play a lot, okay? But just make sure that you get light, because it's harder to push down anything heavier, especially if you're a beginner. You don't have the calluses on your fingers yet, but we're working on that, right? So you want light gauge strings. Can't stress that enough, folks. Light gauge, okay? Another funny thing that you can use, the manager of my downtown store, Jay, who also is the owner of Rockpile Music, he showed me this stuff, and I didn't even know that we carried this until he brought some of them up to the head office here. Called Rock Tips. It's a liquid formula that you put on your fingers, and it forms calluses and repairs calluses. I don't know. I haven't used this yet. Don't think I'm gonna. But if you really, your fingers are killing you, dudes, just maybe try this, okay? Another product that's very inexpensive. We sell these for 50 cents here at the school and down at Rockpile Music. They got some string wipes here. This is good for cleaning the strings off after you're done playing, but it also makes them a little bit slippery too. So when we do start sliding around, you're gonna be able to move those fingers a little better. These are really cheap. It's just a little maintenance on your guitar that make things sound a little better. I do use these. I use these a lot. I like the string wipes for my dirty hands. I hope you're practicing. You cannot get better if you don't practice. That's pretty obvious right there, folks. So hopefully I'm making it fun for you, so you do want to practice. It's funny when you're young, you don't really worry about that, a failure. You don't really worry about, you go for it. And I find that with my younger students. And my older students are like, oh, do I get it right? And they second guess themselves a lot. So don't second guess yourself, man. Go for it. Dive right in there. Okay? So when you're practicing, make sure that you're taking your time with this too. You remember this riff? Make sure you can hear each note clearly, my friends. That last note was not very clear. Let's make sure we can get that in there. Beautiful. Then we'll start to speed it up. The chord changes. Nice and slow. Make sure you can hear everything really well before you really push yourself. Now, as I mentioned, your fingers are going to start to think individually. That's what we're aiming for here. So keep at what I'm showing you. What you want to do when you practice is go back to the original things that I showed you. Remember those crazy picking exercises on the open strings that you laughed at? Keep doing those. Just do it once. And then do the next one. And make sure that you're playing them correctly and then move on, okay? And then when you get to the newer stuff, you can spend a little more time on it. What you're going to find is that the newer things I show you, you're going to be able to put a little more of your own thought into and a little more creativity in and use to your advantage. Hopefully some of you people out there want to learn how to write your own songs. I'd really like that. That is awesome. Any kind of song you want to write, I want to hear it, okay? So make sure you practice for me, folks. Take your time with your practice. Make sure you can hear all the proper notes. And if you can't hear them, fix it. Take your time. There's no rush here, right? I hope you guys are doing really well. Remember to pick slide the like button for me. Show me some love. Subscribe, pass on to your friends, and talk to me. Let me know how everything's going for you. Don't forget to inform me if there's enough of you guys out there that want me to go ahead and start showing you how to change the strings, lowering the saddle for better action on your guitars. Let me know. All right? Awesome-o! I'm Chris Machete. We'll talk to you soon. Bam!